Hi, it's me again, Rick. One of the things that I thought I would take a little time to explain is how you and I get to work together. What will often happen, or almost always happen, is that at some point you will have made a decision about what your apartment is going to be, which apartment you're going to stay at. You'll sign the contract, and once you've signed your contract with Paris Luxe, you basically then are handed over to me. I'll send you a welcome letter, and in that welcome letter what I include is something that I've very creatively called the Insider's Guide to Paris. The Insider's Guide is really just a way for us to break the ice and for me to give you a handful of ideas of just basic things that might be of interest to you about your trip. The real aspect of a personal concierge is making things be specific to your interests. And that is what we will do as we go back and forth and exchange emails. I can call you at any time that works for you. So what works best is for us to be in contact well before your vacation to organize those really important dinners. If there's a special birthday or anniversary or something like that, that we have one dinner that's really important, that's already handled months before you arrive. And then the rest of it is really how do we fill the days and the evenings and the afternoons and all of those times with things that are a good usage of your time. Because one of the things that a lot of people do is they look up in a guidebook and they say, great, we want to go and see this museum, and then we want to have lunch at that restaurant, and then we also want to go to this restaurant. And they end up spending their entire day crisscrossing Paris, and they just get exhausted. So one of the things that I found is we try and organize the different parts of your visit are in different parts of Paris. And if you're at the Musée d'Orsay near Saint-Germain-des-Prés, it's important to why not have a lunch that's in Saint-Germain-des-Prés so that you basically walk out of the museum, you have a great lunch, and it's been a 5-minute walk, and you have not had to take public transportation or a taxi to get across town to just have your lunch. I try and book in quiet time for every day for people because what I found is as energetic and as excited as people are, what they often are is just tired. They've been working for weeks and months and long time since their last vacation, and they probably want some time just to recharge. So I try and book things to leave some free time or downtime every afternoon for people either just to relax and take naps, to do some reading, to, if they really want to do some more retail therapy, they can get out and do more shopping. But generally to book in time for people just to relax and be Parisian, kick back in your apartment like this one here overlooking the Seine, and read a magazine or read your book. Dinners are basically about, as I said in earlier videos, trying to get a flavor of Paris by mixing some cafes, some bistros, some restaurants, some brasseries into the experience so you have a flavor of all the different ways that Parisians have their dinners. And then the rest of it is filled with what is unique to what you want Paris to be like for you. So it might be a whole lot of museums. It might be a whole lot of shopping. It might be some historical things. There are some fascinating aspects to the Marais, which is the Jewish quarter, which has a gay quarter, which has interesting museums, has a Picasso museum, as well as other aspects of Paris that maybe people don't think about when they come. For example, at the north side of Paris is the famous puces, or flea markets, which are every Saturday and Sunday, and is really a fun aspect of Parisian life, to go to the flea markets, to walk through and see them selling all of the pieces of France's history, but also just fun things to pick up as gifts, fun little small things that you can stick in your suitcase or bring home, put on a table, put on a wall, and make you feel like you've come home with a part of Paris. So that's my job, and hopefully the vast majority of that is done before you ever leave home in America, so that then everything is organized for you. And then I'm on hand 24/7 once you're here in Paris to change anything, cancel anything, adjust, tweak, do any last-minute changes so that the trip ends up being whatever you want it to be. Talk to you soon. Thanks.